Elijah. Welcome back to Celestial Mind. How are you guys doing today? I've really been enjoying recording every single day for you guys on this channel so far, so I hope you guys have been enjoying the content. I want to give a special thank you to everyone who's been liking and commenting the videos. You guys mean so much to me, and I really do appreciate your love and support. Alright, you guys, so today's video, you know you're waking up when what? Okay, I'm about to break it down for you guys. So maybe you guys have noticed some of these things are happening to you. Obviously, they must be happening to you because you're on this channel and you want this information. So something's going on, right? All right, so if you guys see me looking down in this direction, I have my notes over there as always, but let's go ahead and get started. So, you know you're waking up when... For me, the first sign was number synchronicities. I started to see number synchronicities everywhere. 1111 was the first one I saw. And then 222, 222, 222, 333, 444, 555, 666. Is that the devil? What? No, it's not the devil, you guys. But yes, you will notice all the number synchronicities. And once you get to a certain ascension, you'll actually start to be able to decode these numbers. So don't think you're just seeing these numbers in vain. Yes, they have meaning. And I always suggest whenever you do see a number synchronicity, take a moment, take a deep breath, realize and recognize what you're doing at that moment in time. Also, it might be an opportunity for you to give gratitude to your guides and your helpers for giving you that synchronicity. And it might also be time for you to ask them, what is the message for me right now? Because you see these synchronicities for a reason. And it's no reason to get freaked out. It's no reason to be paranoid or to feel some type of way. I'm pretty sure most people in their ascension and when they wake up and when they open their third eye, the first thing they notice are number synchronicities all the time, everywhere, on buildings, on the clock, on TV shows, you know. And if you notice now, in certain TV shows, they start to sneak it in. You start to see 444, 404. You know, they'll just start sneaking it in media, you know, or in music videos, you'll see it. And, you know, people, if you're not awake yet, you'll just see it and be like, oh, okay, it's just a time, you know. But when you really start to look and decode things, you'll start to see the number patterns. Why is that? Why do we start to see number patterns? Because the matrix kind of covers or puts a veil over our eyes, but in reality, that is how the world is. The world is numbers and codes. You know how they say numbers don't lie. You start to see these synchronicities because it means the veil is thinning, the veil is uncovering. You're starting to be able to view the truth and recognize the truth. Therefore, you see these number synchronicities like time work, or maybe you'll just pick up your phone and you'll see 333 and you're like, I wasn't even expecting to see that. You know, I wasn't even trying to see that. For me, now I start to see my birthday, you know? Have you guys ever looked at the clock and seen your birthday? If you have a birthday that is able to like be with the numbers, you guys, I start to see my birthday all the time. When that happens, I ask my guides, what's the message? What is it that you want to tell me? What's going on? Okay? So yes, the first thing, number synchronicities. By the way, you guys, these things are not in any particular order, but you will start to notice each thing as you awaken. Okay, so what's number two? What's the next thing that happens when you're waking up? The next thing is you start to recall your dreams. You start to recall the symbolism in your dreams, okay? You guys, your dreams are your subconscious way of communicating with you. It's so beautiful. It's so magical. Our subconscious mind can't just talk the way that we talk. It can't formulate these sentences the way we formulate these sentences. Okay? It runs through imagery, through illustrations, through color, through symbolism, through coding. Okay? And so what's really exciting when you wake up is you'll notice that you start to recall your dreams. More and more, you'll start to recall your dreams. You ever heard of people who say that they don't dream or they can't remember their dream? It's not that you're not dreaming. Everyone's dreaming every night when they go to sleep. If they hit, what is it, the RMV, or there's a initial that is the label or the title of the dream state when you begin to start dreaming. I think it begins with the R, but whatever. The point is, everyone has dreams every single night, even if you don't recall them. And the reason why most people don't recall their dreams is because we have selective memory. Sometimes our guides will give us messages in our dreams and our subconscious, and we're just not meant to remember those messages. One, because it could be a traumatic message. It could be images from your subconscious playing. Also, sometimes, you know, we're just not meant to know certain things at certain times, but trust and believe when it's time to know what you need to know, it'll slowly uncover. You'll slowly start to remember your dreams. You'll slowly start pointing out the symbolism in your dreams. So something that I notice is now that I am waking up, I feel like I'm going to the movies. Every night I go to sleep, I'm going to the movies. I started to buy crystals to really help me to remember the dreams that I'm having, because I'm getting such valuable insight, such valuable coding. You ever notice how like you dream about something and then like maybe a week later, maybe a few days later, it happens in real life? Oh my God, am I a psychic? No, honey. Your dreams, they just know. You're getting messages from your guides, from your higher self, okay? So start paying attention to your dreams. When you wake up, you'll notice that your dreams are so important, okay? So start up a dream journal. That's something that I have, and every night I have a memorable dream, or there are just certain symbolisms in the dream. I'll write it down. Even if I think it's a non-significant dream, I'll still write it down. And then like I'll go flip back in my journal like a month later and be like, oh my God, that is what that meant. It makes sense now. Wow, I must be psychic. No, you're just waking up. Okay, what's next on the list? Number 3, you start researching videos on law of attraction, on spirituality, on crystals. You want to learn about divination tools, about tarot, about pendulums. You want to learn about candles and all that other stuff. You start to do your research because you're like, wow, there really is something to this. There's something to this. These people are not crazy. There's something to this. And you want to learn more. It's so exciting. It's just like everything is so magical, so mystical, so metaphysical, and you just want to know more and more and more and more. So you'll know that you're waking up when you start to go out of your way to seek more knowledge, okay? So you being on this video is a sign that you may be on your awakening journey, all right? So that's number 3. You just start researching. You start going down the Barnes & Noble aisle for metaphysics and spirituality. You want to learn about yoga and mudras and mantras and everything, like the chakras, everything, okay? Just everything. You want to learn about it. So that is another sign that you are on your awakening process. Okay, what's next? Next, number 4. You no longer want to work for other people. Now you want to work for yourself, okay? You realize that you have gifts and talents within you that you can be using to generate your own income. You no longer want to work the 9 to 5. You no longer want to work and make other people's dreams come true. Now you want to work and make your own dreams come true, and that's perfectly fine. Ooh, my hair just came out. We still cute. But yeah, you guys, something that I realized when I was waking up, I was so good at quitting jobs, and I could not understand why. Every time I got a new job, a month in, I was already formulating my resignation letter. 2 weeks in, I already knew I hated it. 3 months in, I'm already making up excuses to why I can't come into work today. Like every day I had to go to work, I'm just dreading it so hard. And I'm like, is it because I'm lazy? What's wrong with me? I have to do something to make money. No, you're not lazy. You're just realizing that there is another way. There is a better way to make money. You notice how there are a lot of people who are afraid of the future because they're like, artificial intelligence, the robots are going to take our jobs. The robots are going to take all of our job opportunities. They might take some jobs, but when you're using your gifts and your talent, you will no longer need to work at Wendy's. You will no longer need to work at Taco Bell. You will no longer need to work at wherever you were working. Okay, let the robots do it. You live in your passion. You generate income through your gifts and your talents. And I will be making a video about that more. I used to talk about this on my old channel, Manifesting Money, and how to use your gifts and your talents to generate income for yourself. That is the future. People using their gifts and their talents and what God has given you to make money. So when you start to wake up, you realize how stupid it is for you to waste your time working for other people. You will not let yourself do it anymore. You will feel so drained. You're like, I can't do this. I'm not doing this. No. Okay, you guys? So that is another thing that happens when you start to wake up. All right, what is the next thing? What happens? What happens? You start to understand that words have power. Words are like spells. So what have you been saying? What have you been saying? Okay, what have you been manifesting with your dirty mouth? Or maybe with your clean math. I don't know. But you'll realize that words have power. You will no longer allow yourself to just say any kind of crazy things. Like when you're sick, you no longer say, I'm dying. Are you really? Are you really? Or like when, when you have cramps and it just hurts so bad, oh, I'm dying. Are you really? Like when you start to wake up, you realize our words have so much power. And so we start to choose better words for ourselves. Instead of saying, I hate this, you say, I'm working to understand this, or I'm working to, you start to change your speech. You no longer focus on the negative because you know that what you put your thoughts to, your energy to, it grows. And so if you put your thoughts to happiness, to positivity, that's what grows. If you put your thoughts and your words towards negativity, that's what grows. So you know that you are becoming awake, you are becoming conscious when you are aware of what you're saying. You understand that your words have powers. The English language is like a giant spell book. Okay, you start to decode words and you really start to understand what you're saying, and you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna put myself under these spells anymore. I'm going to start using my words for power, for my good. Okay, I'm not gonna curse myself anymore. Stop cursing yourself. Stop cursing people. You use your words more wisely. You don't just spew venom out of your mouth because you know that can come back to you. You know that every bad thing that you say about another person is just a reflection of what you don't like about yourself. Right? So that is another thing that happens. You start to use your words more strategically, more wisely. You understand that words have power, and your thoughts have power. You understand your thoughts have power. What you focus on, what you put your energy to, that's what grows. All right? So that is what you realize. All right, what is next? We're moving right along down the list. Let's see. Okay, next thing. You stop vibing with people who are on a lower frequency. So have you ever noticed people who complain a lot, or people who never have a good thing to say, people who always want to complain about their friends or gossip about their friends, or people who just want to gossip about anything in general, people who want to talk trash and are negative? You find yourself not wanting to talk to them anymore. You find yourself like you can like latch onto that negative energy, and you notice that you don't feel good when you hear people talk. Like maybe you used to love hearing all the tea. You used to love, ooh, what did she say? Ooh, what did he say? Ooh, did you hear about blah, 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 blah? Maybe you used to be that kind of person, but then when you woke up, you're like, oh, keep that negative energy away from me, please. Do not call me with that craziness. I will not pick up, baby. I will not. Okay, so that is something that you notice when you start to wake up. You don't want to hear people complain. You don't want to hear people talk badly. Maybe your friends group gets very, very, very small because you realize that you had been surrounding yourself with people who do not have positive things to say, and therefore you can't handle it anymore. Like, excommunicated. Goodbye. Or maybe they excommunicate you. Maybe they're like, man, Nyjah used to love to talk trash with me. Nyjah used to love to gossip with me, and now she doesn't want to do that anymore. We're not friends anymore because she's different now. She thinks she's, too good for it or whatever, No, I'm not too good for you. I just, I don't want to lower my vibration by doing those kinds of things. So we're not going to do that. Okay? And you notice that when you start waking up, you start excommunicating yourself from all the drama and all the people who are drama. And it just feels so much better. You feel so much lighter. You feel so much happier. Your frequency raises and you're like, oh my God, it wasn't me. It was them. I've come to that realization a few times in my life. Okay? So that is something that you will realize. Okay, what's next on the list? Let's see. Okay, the next thing is that you will start becoming sensitive to the food that you are eating. And this is something that is happening to me right now. You guys, I'm a foodie. I love food. I love food. I love food. I love food. Okay, I love food. I love it. But I noticed that after about a year of being on my spiritual journey, my body will not allow me to eat certain foods. And I'm not telling anybody to be on any particular diet. You listen to your body and what works for you. If eating certain things works for you, by all means, I am not a dietitian. I'm not trying to tell anybody anything. But I will tell you this. When I started to open my third eye, I realized that my body would not allow me to eat certain things. And there's a reason for that, okay? Certain foods are vibing at a lower level. Certain foods have no life force in them. Therefore, you're eating it, you're consuming it, you're consuming these processed things. And instead of it giving you energy, giving you life, it makes you feel like crap. And you're like, why do I feel like this? I used to love to eat this. This is my favorite food. Why? Right? Why? For me, I used to love to eat pork, to eat beef. And you guys know what? When I opened my third eye, I became so sickeningly bloated from eating these things, okay? And then I was like, okay, well, maybe it's just red meat. Maybe I can still eat chicken. I'll just stop eating red meat. You guys, now I can't even eat chicken. Like, my stomach feels so nasty, so bloated, so sick when I eat like meat, okay? So I'm not telling anybody that, you know, you're not gonna be able to ascend if you eat meat, but if you think about it, once you start to become sensitive to energies, you'll notice how like the animals, before they die, they secrete a certain type of frequency before they are killed, slaughtered, even if they're killed humanely, you know, that frequency, that energy doesn't just disappear because their life force is gone. That energy is now soaked into the meat. It's soaked into their body, okay? And we're consuming it. And we wonder why we have anxiety, we have sickness, we have a buildup of mucus in our system. You know, you have to think about what you're putting in your body. So you'll notice that when you start to wake up, you will not just eat the way you used to. Maybe you used to be a fast food junkie and you notice that you can't eat that anymore. Or like maybe you used to drink lots of sodas and sugary drinks and then you just realize you can't do that anymore. Or it's not that you can't do it anymore, you just don't want to do it anymore. You don't have a desire to do it anymore, because you realize you're not vibing at a certain type of level when you eat certain types of foods. For me even, you know, how they say drink more water, drink more water, drink more water. When my third eye opened, I realized I was drinking water filled with lead, filled with fluoride, all kinds of chemicals. Did you guys know that some purified drinking water is not even safe to drink because it's like drinking dehydrated water, if that makes sense, because they strip all of the vitamins and minerals out of the water. Like spring water is the best kind of water you could be drinking, but they strip so many vitamins and minerals out of this water. It's like drinking alcohol where it's doing more harm than good. Water. You know, like we think that all water should be okay, right? They're tampering with our water, okay? And when you open your third eye, you realize, man, I can't even drink out of the faucet anymore. Man, I can't even drink out of my refrigerator anymore. Man, now I have to go out of my way and get bottled water, get pH water, get alkaline water, get spring water, because this water is not safe. Okay? When you start to wake up, you'll realize you won't just put anything in your body. You won't. I promise you, you won't. Okay? You're going to start changing the way that you eat. This doesn't mean that you're going to become a vegan. This doesn't mean that you're going to become a vegetarian. But I promise you, you will be more conscious about what you put in your mouth. Okay, honey? All right, what's next on the list? Let's see. So you know that you are waking up in your spirituality when, I don't even know what number are we on, but let's go with this one, okay? You start questioning your old belief systems. Been there, okay? I told you guys on my old channel on Nija Sam, I used to teach in the church, okay? I used to MC for the middle and high school students. I was telling people about God. I was whipping out my Bible and reading everybody everything, okay? I went to college. I was a part of the youth group ministry. I was the secretary of the youth group ministry, you know, slapping people with Bible verses, passing out all the free goodies. God is love, God is love, God is love, right? When I woke up, I started to question my belief system. And I started to say, why did I ever believe in X, Y, and Z? Why did I ever think, you know, like I'm not telling anybody what to think, but you know that you are awakening when you start to question things that you have been told your entire life. For the first time, like it was never a question before, but you get to a point when you're like, wait a minute. what does that really mean? Like, you'll start to read sacred texts, like even the Bible, and it has a different meaning. Now everything is metaphorical. Everything is not meant to be taken literal anymore. And now it's a whole new book to read, right? So you know that you're on your spirituality awakening when you just start to question old things that you used to believe, okay? Are you questioning what you were believing? Maybe you're on your spiritual journey. Okay, what is next? We're almost done with this list, you guys. Let's see. So, okay, we have 3 more. The next one. Oh, wait, no. I already went over this one. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, so the next thing. You start realizing that there is a deeper meaning to the music and the media that you have been allowing yourself to listen to. What does that mean? Maybe before you used to love bumping trap music, you used to love listening to rap music, you used to love going to the club and hearing this and hearing that, you know? When you start to awaken, you realize that these artists are saying stuff, okay? And not all of it is good, all right? When you wake up, you'll start to realize that there are certain agendas being pushed in the music industry. It's true. There are certain agendas being pushed, and if you're not careful, you will allow yourself, and like we said, words are like spells, words have power, and if you're singing these songs that have low frequency meanings and low frequency energies and entities attached to certain songs, and we're just singing it with the masses, like, ooh, this my song, you know, just singing it away. You don't know what you are attracting to yourself by singing certain things. And you guys, please, please, please encourage me to put out this video. I had a video that I had started recording yesterday, and it's called My Unpopular Opinion About the Music Industry. And the reason why I didn't put it out is because I already know people are not going to be happy about what I have to say about this low energy and these low entities attached to certain songs, certain artists. You know, certain artists are not even themselves. They're not themselves. The things that they're singing about has nothing to do with who they are, with who they represent, with who they were before they became famous. They joined a label, and the label knows that they can control them through contract and make them say things that they do not necessarily believe, okay? And we're just singing along, you know, like the sheep that we are, like the sheeple that we are, you know? They say, oh, this is top 10 on the chart, so sing this. And we're just singing along, putting spells on ourselves, putting ourselves in bondage and in captivity through the things that we are singing, thinking that we're hip, thinking that we're cool because we know all the words, okay? When you become awake, you will start to decode songs. You will start to know the true meaning of certain songs, what's truly being said. Everything is just a metaphor for what's really going on, and you'll start to decode things, and you're like, oh my God, they're talking about this. Oh my God, they're talking about that. Oh my God, everyone is singing this, and they don't even know what they're saying. Okay? When you start to wake up, you will not allow yourself to listen to certain frequency music, certain frequency songs, certain artists who represent a certain type of thing that just no longer is who you're trying to be. Okay? And this doesn't mean that you can't have your favorite songs, and sometimes when you're trying to turn up and hang out with your girlfriends on the weekend, you can't play certain songs. But you will realize that words have power and songs have power, and certain songs have lower frequencies. Certain songs that you think are from your favorite artists are not from your artist at all, okay? They are just the face behind the agenda, and we will get into it. But please, you guys, comment down below. Give me encouragement to post that video, because I know it's not going to be a popular opinion. But you guys got to know what's going on, okay? And if I have to be the whistleblower and let you know what's going on, baby girl, I'm going to let you know what's going on, okay? Okay, let's see. What is left on the list? Okay, you know you're waking up when you start meditating. You realize that knowing yourself, knowing thyself, is the most important relationship you will create in this lifetime. Knowing who you are, you know, what you love, what you dislike, knowing who you are, knowing the way your mind works, knowing your shadow side and your light side, knowing every aspect about yourself. You'll notice that when you ascend, you want to start meditating more and more. You want to know more about yourself. You want to uncover things about yourself. You want to know who you truly are. You want to know the way you think. You want to uncover your gifts and your talents. Like, we are like a fleshy treasure box, okay? Imagine yourself, a fleshy treasure box. And we have some gems inside of us, you guys. Everyone has gifts, everyone has talents, everyone has abilities, okay? It's in you, 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 okay? And you'll notice that when you're on your ascension process, you want to meditate because you're tapping into the true essence of yourself. Okay, you're learning who you really are, and it's such a fun, amazing, exciting process, okay? You also realize that the key to your happiness is within. It's through meditating. You'll stop being so anxious. You'll start being happier. When you meditate, when you calm your mind, when you still your mind, and when you start to understand who you are and what you are and the abilities that you have and the powers that you have, and then you're like, oh my God, I'm a superpower! I'm a superhero! I'm clearly very excited today. I have my carnelian crystal on me, so I got all the energy going through me right now. But you guys are your superpowers. You guys are superheroes too. You have powers, you have gifts, you have abilities. They're all inside of you. And you'll notice that when you start waking up, you will unlock the secret to your powers. Isn't that so exciting? We're like all like little colorful Power Rangers just waiting to take our suits off and be awesome. I'm so corny, but I hope you guys understand. When you start to wake up, you start to realize how powerful you truly are, and you start to unwrap those gifts that are nice, neatly folded up inside of you. Maybe you have to get through this shadows version of you to get to those gifts. Maybe you have to deal with some heartache, some heartbreak, some really crazy events in your life to chisel away, you know, to get deep down on the inside of who you are, of what you are. But when you do, it's gonna be so amazing, okay? And then you can start using your super abilities, your psychic abilities, whatever abilities you have. Maybe you just have the ability to make people feel amazing. I want that ability. Do you guys feel amazing? Hit that thumbs up button if you feel amazing. But yeah, you guys, let me look through these notes, make sure I got everything. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. I think we've got everything. And this video was almost 30 minutes long, so I think we are good to go. So you guys, give this video a thumbs up if you are on your awakening process and any of these tips or any of these traits are speaking to you right now. You're like, yes, I'm seeing the numbers. Yes, I'm starting to meditate. Yes, I can't stand them anymore, so I'm not going to hang out with them anymore. Yes, I can decode my dreams. Yes, I can decode this music. Yes, 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 I have superpowers. Yes, I'm ascending. Yes, my third eye is open. Yes. All right, you guys. That is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Of course, hit that subscribe button if it's your first time seeing my face. And as always, I love you. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!